Hello everyone, we are back, the INSL Boyz. We are back to bring all the cricket updates, cricket reviews, previews, and the match details. Like, share, and hit that notification button. And don't forget to subscribe as well. So, what are we going to discuss today? The all-important ICC T20 World Cup, the seventh segment, which is going to happen in the UAE in about a month time. And with Sri Lanka releasing their squad today, we have all the 16 teams, the official professional squad, the 15-member squad, and the reserves. So today we are going to look at the Group 1, the 4 teams which are in Group 1. England, Australia, South Africa, and the reigning champions, West Indies. So we have Yadu and Raghav today, and I will be the host for the entire T20 World Cup segment. And how are you guys?
Yeah, we are doing really good, bro. How are you? How is Yetu?
Fine,
Good to
fine.
see him.
How about Yadu?
I'm good, bro. Welcome, Bhavi, the new host for this series. So,
Yeah,
yeah, I've
you're
been
doing great, bro.
hosting.
You're doing great.
Yes, so
Yeah.
good start to Bhavi. Carry on. So go with it. Yeah, let's
Yeah,
jump in.
this is the news segment that we are bringing in for especially for the T20 World Cup, which is going to come in about a month time. And now let's jump into the segment today. We are going to analyze the 15-member squad from each team. So first of all, I like to ask from the England boy, Yadu, what do you think about the England team, the runners-up of the previous World Cup?
Yes, I'm the England boy, right? So yeah, well, England. Ben Stokes and his saga. What a final that was. Carlos Brathwaite ripping apart England completely, and it was a total mishap. But now it's a totally different England, totally different set of players. Yes, we missed that Stokes, but that England, the World Cup winning team, the strong team led by, you know, Ian Morgan is back. So yes, so let's see about that team. It's a very strong team, like hands down. Like I mean, what can you expect from them? The captain, the best captain, I would say, Ian Morgan. Then their openers, Johnny Bairstow, Jason Roy, Moeen Ali, Sam Billings, Josh Butler. They have a problems of many. They have a problem of strong players. And I'm very excited to see one of the main features of that team is how Liam Livingston is going to span out. The power hitting, he's a monster batsman, man. The sixes that he is hitting, especially in 100 as well as the recently concluded series against Pakistan in England. Oh my God, the sixes that he hit in like Old Trafford and stuff, it's massive. But it's interesting to see they got strong spinners, Adil Rashid and Moeen Ali, and it's a complete team. And in my opinion, there's a big chance of them, just like how they picked up that World Cup, they have a high chance of picking up the T20 World Cup as well for the second time. So it's all wait and watch. But yes, they are a very strong team. Yeah, but missing the major players, Ben Stokes and Jofra Archer. But I hope England is strong enough to overcome that battle. Yes, what do you guys think about England squad?
I would
What is?
say yes.
I
I
totally
accept
disagree.
Yadu.
Yeah.
Oh,
So,
Wait,
totally.
yeah. Wait,
Okay.
Raghav.
so
I would say England are the team
yeah,
in World Cup. So that's my point of view. Go
sorry.
ahead, Raghav.
I disagree because I don't think this England side is as scary as I was thinking. Like I see some names in the squad as are they really good players of spin? Like what if they? I mean, if you look at the group, how they pan into the group stage, they should be going through into the semi-finals. But for England, I don't think so. Reaching a semi-final would be okay. We did well. For such a team like England with all the giants that Yatu was talking about, they should at least make the final. I don't think if they, for example, they are gonna plan out with, for example, say India or like Pakistan, an Asian team would play in other group second fiddle. So if they're gonna come up against Asian teams, are they really standout players to play against spin if it's turning and how they're gonna cope up? I don't think that the bowling is particularly strong. So in T20, you need a balanced team, balanced squad of both bowling and batting. So I'm a bit iffy in the bowling department. That's why I was disagreeing with Yatu saying them powerful players and caring about few players in the squad. So yeah,
And one thing to add, Yadu and Raghav, they have only two spinners in their 15-member squad,
yeah.
Moin Ali and Adil Rashid. And we are going to play in the spin-friendly track in UAE. That is after IPL. So the pitches will be tired and the spin will play a major factor when the tournament
But
progresses.
yeah, but I
But
don't
I
think
mean,
so.
for that
Yeah.
also, like I want to add a point. Liam Livingston is coming in as a spinning all rounder, so he's a like
But
spinning all rounder. So
but
they,
if you see, for example, if you see England won't play any other spinners, they play Adil Rashid and Moeen Ali for a spin department. So
Yeah.
it's,
Yeah.
it's the main spinners are there, so they are not worried about spinner department, I guess.
All right. So they have the strongest batting lineup, the scariest
Yeah.
batting lineup. Roy, Butler, Bairstow, Marlon, Livingston, Morgan. Wow, wow, wow. I'm very excited to see how England going to perform in the upcoming T20 World Cup. Right now, we'll move to the most dominating team in the 50-over World Cup. But when it comes to T20 World Cup, this team struggles a lot. Why is that? Let's discuss about Australia and the 15-member squad they have provided. Raghav?
Yeah, you just said a good point over there. Why not T20 cricket for Australian cricket team? Because they never took it seriously, I would say. If you see all the bilateral series, they would go for tours, and wherever they go, they put out the second fiddle team out there to play. They would say just a T20 series, so go put out some youngsters and play it. So you need to give respect to the competition, and you need to treat it as a competition. I don't think Australia did that so far. To comparatively what they did for 50 over World Cup. So yeah, I mean, if you look talking about their squad, it's still a good squad. So you can't say it's a weak squad or something like that. They still stand up for ICC tournament. Good captain as well. I really like Aaron Finch as a T20 batsman and as a captain as well. Good guy. Yeah, some powerful players. For me, main thing they would want us. The big players should step up. The Mitchell Starks, the Cummins, and the David Warner should step up to for them to have a chance against this mighty England and West Indies squads in this group. So yeah, I'm say I'll say they are the third favorite, I would guess, in the group. So I don't think so. They'll probably make it to the semi-finals, but yeah, they can back win. It's Australia, so you can't say never say never with Australia. But yeah, I don't think so. They have enough in T20 cricket comparatively what they have in their group. So yeah,
They always bring their strongest team to the ICC tournaments, especially in the T20 World Cup, but always
yeah.
disappoints us. Hope this time they go the long way. Now,
I
moving
mean,
to
That's
I want to add a
yeah.
point on that. I disagree with certain things that Raghav said as well. Like in terms of Aaron Finch as a captain, like I haven't really seen a as a captain. I haven't really seen Aaron Finch as a fan or as a cricket lover. Like I haven't really seen him putting his best shot forward till now because he's been here and there. Probably I feel like he captaincy has put him down as a player. Like he hasn't expressed himself that much as he would have loved to. And in terms of Australia, yes, they haven't never played, like they don't really play bilateral series with their full squad. If you look at T20, they always put in their B squad or C squad. Like that's how they go in it. But they have a very strong team, powerful batsmen, David Warner, Maxwell, like who can forget what Maxwell and Stoinis, Marcus Stoinis, when they are on song, and not to forget that Stoinis was were in UAE in 2019, like IPL, sorry, 2020 IPL. He was on a different league than any other players visiting. So all memories could be striking back with him. But yes, as always, I'm excited with the Australian team. But I don't really. But one thing I'll agree with Raghav is I don't really see them advancing to the semi-finals. But it'll be in a neck to neck competition when you look at the other teams that feature in that squad. So Yes, so we'll talk
Yeah,
about that coming with the next
one
next.
thing, one thing Aaron Finch doesn't had until now is what, like, he didn't get a first team choice until Australia doesn't give him a first team choice when he's playing a bilateral series, unlike like Virat Kohli and Owen
Yeah.
Morgan plays with the best team. So yeah,
So hope he carries his team to the end of the T20 World Cup. That means up to semi-finals. So with that, we'll move to the South African cricket team. And Yadu, what do you think on that?
Yes, Bobby, South Africa, very interesting team selection. But first and foremost, Faf du Plessis is not there. Imran Tahir is not there. That's my major talking point. And Faf du Plessis, straight after in CPL, has scored like some mammoth runs. Like he scored 100 or something. If I'm not wrong. So he is in form, and I'm not really sure how they were able to omit him into the side. But yes, South Africa is strong. So, but again, a very speculative side. Like they are struggling in Sri Lanka, but they have won a couple of games in the first T20s they have played. But again, probably not the strongest side going around, but you never know. They can turn around, but they have the number one bowler, number one T20 ranked bowler Tabre Shamsi in
Shamsi.
their rankings. Plus, they have Quinton de Kock, a very strong batsman, and Adam Markham, and he will be, I think, super boosted. The fact that he's going into IPL to play Punjab Kings, so he will have that extra added match advantage in terms of. He's replacing David Malan, so he will have that extra advantage of playing in UAE conditions before the World Cup. So overall, yes, a very strong squad. Captain wise, as a player wise, is Temba Bavuma complete player? Doubtful point, but again, they are going with their good team, but and they have got good spinners, not to forget that. Keshav Maharaj has been doing really well. Linde and
Yeah.
then now Fortune, along with Tabre Shamsi. So they have four spinners. Like in Sri Lanka, they are playing four spinners and bowling out. A very what do you call, spin friendly nation like Sri Lanka. So that's a good thing on their side. But yeah, very interesting team. But hopefully, but again, like I said, they're not in my semi-final pick, but I'm happy if they can prove me wrong. But they're not in my semi-final picks, and yes, so that's on my look at that South African team. A
When we
very
yeah,
consider the ICC T20 and the 50-over tournaments, especially the ICC tournaments, South Africa seems to be the unlucky guys,
yeah.
starting from the early 1990s and
Injuries,
then the
yeah,
start of
injuries struggle
2000.
them.
Yes,
Injuries,
injuries
yeah.
as well as some other things as well. So hope South Africa can carry the momentum that they are bringing through the ICC. Right. Now, who we are waiting for? The reigning champions, the two-time T20 World Cup champions, the West Indies, the legends, the T20 legends. Raghav, what's your pick on them?
Do I need to do this first? Champion, champion, champion. Oh, they're the most entertaining team you can ever watch in a cricket. Like what statures and what players for this format. Like, can you talk much more of them? They're the giants, like team to beat, I guess, in this tournament.
Yes.
They have covered the bowling department. I was thinking the bowling was weak, and they have few youngsters coming through that. They have good spinners as well now. If I'm not wrong, they picked some good spinners as well.
Kevin,
Obviously, no need to speak
yeah,
about the batting. Everyone knows who is coming at number 4, number 5, and number 6. So let's just skip it.
they're all match winners on their. They can just
Yeah, they won't.
single-handedly win a.
They can just change in an over. That's what T20 cricket does. You don't need like a complete plan in the middle over or the end over to change the match. You just need an over or two balls to change the match. So they're all capable of it. Only negative, if I'm gonna say about them, is how is the scale gonna fit into this team? And there were questions raising on him. Is he still gonna bat in this team, or is he coming one down? Is that gonna stop the flow, or can this play spin bowling? Is one more point I could raise. So if they come up, for example, against Afghanistan or some spin friendly pitch on a friendly pitch. If Rashid Khan is bowling to them, can they cope up with all those pressures? If you if you ask me, they can, but in realistic way, we just think if we just put the bat, like he just swings the bat, ball goes out of the stadium, so it doesn't matter. But sometimes that's not the reality, right? So yeah.
Yes, Yadu.
I feel bad for the team if they're going to play in Sharjah because
No,
yeah, I was
no.
really feeling bad for the opposites. I mean, if they're going to play in Sharjah, but yes, adding to what Raghav said, if there's a stronger squad coming into World Cup in West Indies history, I think this is the strongest squad. So
I mean,
that's my
they've won 2 times with. You are saying this is the strongest squad, and they won 2 times. So are
exactly
they
that's
going
what
to
I
be
was.
even more stronger? That's the interesting part about it. But yeah, one more thing I want to say is Pollard's captaincy. That's gonna be the thing to look out for. If can he do better than Dan Sammy? What he did for West Indies team, winning them twice. I think Pollard is much more intelligent and smart guy. We've seen him for Mumbai Indians winning matches as well. So yeah, looking forward to Pollard captaincy.
I'll be very surprised if they do not end in the finals. Right. So
Who
they
will
are
in
the
this?
team, as Yadu said, they are the
Yeah.
biggest team. So hope, and yes, the Gale form is, we are waiting for Gale storm, but the concern is the Gale's form. So hope
Yeah.
he carries his legacy in this T20 World Cup as well. And finally, we are going to an interesting part where we are going to pick the winner of Group A. So whom do you think won? Yadu,
Whom you
Raghav?
wanna go first? Yeah,
Group
yeah. So
one.
it's your team
I
picks, so you go first.
So yeah, I mean, winner Group A. Yes,
Yeah.
I'm thinking Sri
You
Lanka will
have to
be
say
there.
that name.
Sri Lanka will be there. It's a
Are
very
you really
strong.
thinking about Nambia or Ireland or Netherlands? Are you
I
gonna
No
mean,
really
chance,
think
Raghav.
about it?
No chance.
see, in my personal opinion, I would love to be in Group Two because I see ourselves going much further when we're in Group Two rather than being in Group One. But yes, I mean, honestly speaking, but yes, I want us to, beat Ireland, Netherlands, Namibia, and get into Group One. But they're gonna face some tough competitions there. So yes, excited, scared, everything. But yeah, and I would say the B probably Scotland, um, considering the fact that they have been in the playing for a while for a long time, and they have beaten England. So so probably I'll go with that history behind them. Yes, that's my choice. And what about Bobby? What's your choice?
Definitely have to say Sri Lanka, right?
We
Raghav, do
don't
you have
know
any other different answers?
no,
You might have.
the reason you have to ask you is because we don't know whom you're gonna support. Are you gonna support Sri Lanka, Ireland, or Netherlands? We have no idea. That's why he might have asked you. So
See, the problem with me is when Sri Lanka enters Group One, I have a big question. One is my home country, Sri Lanka is playing, and the other one is my second home country, which is England is playing. So I would love both of them to go into semifinals.
to be
So
honest, you
They
would
can
love
go. We will be
no
happy, Yadu.
to be
huh?
If
honest, he would
England and
love
Sri
Sri
Lanka
Lanka
can
to
go,
smash England. I think to be honest, he would love Sri Lanka to smash England, but he's not saying it here, so we don't know why. But yeah, can you please concentrate here? Yeah, let's go. Yeah, my picks would be uh, what is the last team over there? I think Nambia. Yeah, no, it's okay.
Namibia. Yeah,
Yeah, I think you
South
both had
Africa,
enough. So
the South
I would
Africa 2 point.
yeah, if they get 2 points against Sri Lanka, I'm gonna very well. I'm gonna waiting. I'm definitely waiting for that qualifiers. That'd be fun and interesting. But yeah, Sri Lanka. Main thing is Sri Lanka need to believe in themselves. They started to believe in themselves recently. They showed some results as well. They got some good players to show character and courage. They got settled captain now, so
Hmm.
they need to pile up all those bits of good things they did and put it together and come up with a plan so that they could at least fight against these big boys. And they're capable of it. You see in the last World Cup, they beat England. So no one thought of it, but they still beat. It's a T20 format. I'm saying this again. Anyone can beat anyone on any day. So that's the bottom line, I guess, for Sri Lanka.
That's T20 is all about. Anyone can win on any particular day. All right, guys, thank you. The viewers who are watching this, please comment on the teams that you're going to see in the semi-final from Group 1. Coming up next, it's Group 2 squad analysis. So like, share, subscribe, and click that ting notification button. Until we everyone. Bye, guys.
Thank you.